know what?
You're
like,
not on her list.
I feel like
allow her. Can I finish what I'm saying?
perfect family. Perfect family.
Please allow me to finish my thought.
Okay.
Hi guys.
Welcome back to the show.
Welcome back.
It's good to have you back. Small announcement. We're trying to fix all the things that you guys let us know about, trying to find the right balance of things.
Thank you for the feedback.
Thank you for the feedback and the likes and the shares and
the
subscriptions.
subscribe.
So yeah, we're just really happy and we're really excited to share with you guys our lives. Today's topic
is gender roles.
Gender roles.
Can we start with a disclaimer?
Mm-hmm.
This is how we do things in our home.
Mm-hmm.
We're not saying anyone else must do what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
More than that, it's a learning curve.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the Lord is dealing with us and we're still working through it. And He's dealing more with our hearts than our domestic skills.
Yes.
So let's get into it.
All right.
So, what's your view or opinion on gender roles? Do you believe in it? How did you grow up? What's your take?
Okay, so like the way I grew up, I believe that everyone must have a role, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's by gender, right?
Explain.
So, like, I mean, I grew up like we did everything. Like the kids, boys, girls, we all cooked and cleaned and stuff like that. And then on top of that, there was this like culture of like, you're a man, you must be responsible for the garden and mechanical things and fixing the car and washing the car and doing the plumbing, the electrical work.
When did you start fixing cars?
My first experience of fixing the car, I think I was like 12. I was like 12 or 13. My dad was like, we're having fun. And then we came outside, then he's like fixing brakes on the car. Okay. And he's like, this is how you do it. And he did one brake. And then he's like, right, now that I've done one, you boys do the other one. It's me and my older brother. He's like, you boys do the other one. And then he went into the house to go watch Pirates or something. And we were left to now fix the one, and we made a mistake and it locked, and we tried to reverse the car and it wouldn't move. Gosh. Yeah, but that's how he was. He was like, yeah, no. He's like, my daughter one day. Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, that's how I grew up. So there was not like that thing of like, okay, you're a woman, you have to cook. But can I just say, can I just say?
Just say.
All right, like I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Just say. Okay, when it comes to these gender role things, ne?
It's a tough one. It's a sensitive one.
Yes, I know it's sensitive, ne? But like, if you ask most gens, most rational, reasonable gens, ne? I would rather have a woman's gender roles than a man's gender roles. Because I mean, are you telling me I just get to like stay home and raise my kids and cook? That's it. Every day, cooking is easy. I'm just saying. We're
talking about today.
But today's context.
In this today's context. Because my thing is, the world has changed.
Yeah.
The economic climate, corona, can make things change.
Yes. Yeah.
And if things have changed, you have to be able to adapt.
Yeah.
So if she has to be the one to carry the family financially, you should be able to pick up the slack.
Yeah.
With like other things.
It can't. Cooking is the easy part. But yes.
It can't be just, you can't like, because one day, what if she gets sick? Yeah. Or like she's not around, she's away, work, her mother, something. Yes. Are you not going to eat? Yeah. Are you not going to clean the house?
Yeah. I mean, in our context, because I've been able to do these things my whole life, I continue to do these things now. Yeah. Yeah. And I guess the only reason I say it's easy is because I do them.
True.
And I'm good at it. Right? So I guess that's why I'm like, oh, it's easy. But I mean, also if
but we're still learning.
If you're a gent and you need your wife to boil water, then come on, man.
No, but there are people who are like that.
Yeah.
Like other day I saw, what's his name? Kolisi.
Yeah.
He posted like a video of him like mopping.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then he was like, guys, let's make this a thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then, like, first of all, the water was really dirty. And everyone kept saying, can you change the water? They are. And secondly, they were like, guys, it's not just her job. And in my head, I'm like, cool.
Yeah.
So, like, there's some men who never touch like anything in the house.
They are.
Like,
and I have come across like gents.
Why? Does your wife not look at you like, why it's working when?
Yeah. I'm not even joking, man. I know guys who would get their girlfriends to come over, like in varsity, and they would do their washing and like. And I mean,
woo!
So now, guy always needs to have a girlfriend. There always needs to be a honey in his life
to clean up after him in his own place.
Yeah, he's like gent is like disabled, with the pots and I think so. Like this thing of like, okay, you're the guy, you go make money, and then me, and then you don't need to know how to cook because you're making money, and then like it's not like when these cultures were made. It was different back then. People went to hunt, and if you've ever done hunting, you can go be back for a long time, and it just made practical sense. But I mean, like, my old is 5. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. Like, you can still get home and do things.
Yeah.
Right? So, some of those cultures don't necessarily make sense anymore. And yeah, I just believe that, there should be roles. Like, people should, like in a family, for it to operate efficiently, everyone needs to have their role and their place and have something
be a team player.
Be a team player, exactly.
Hey, you can't be like, me, I'm always the goalie.
I'm the specialist.
I'm the specialist goalkeeper one way.
Yeah.
Like, if we need you to go be a striker.
Yes.
Listen to me talking like I do.
Yes, go strike.
Go strike.
People must speak. Some must kick the ball.
Yes.
And someone stop the people from
scoring. If the striker is not around,
yes,
are you gonna be there?
Yes.
Goalkeeper, but no one is
striking.
Exactly.
No, like soccer. That's the basics. You know what I'm saying? At least you've got the basics. So it's true. There must be some form of like, okay, you do like.
Yeah.
And I think some of these things, like these days, like I mean, the modern context.
Yeah.
Since everyone is working, everyone is able to like make an income, and everyone should be able to cook.
Yeah.
And there's really no excuse now because you don't even need to know what you're doing. You just need to be able to follow a YouTube video.
Or there's so many people who cook.
Yeah.
South African.
Yeah.
A lot of chefs.
Yes.
Some of them are not even like qualified chefs.
Yeah.
They like do 1, 2, 3. All you need to do is buy the ingredients and follow them step by step. It's not that hard.
Just throw the stuff in.
Yeah.
But yeah, which brings me to a very important point though about gender roles. In my opinion, irregardless of whether whatever role it is that you play. And I mean, like we said, it's not gender defined, it's just what role you're playing. I think what's important is that you don't have like selfishness and like ego and pride in whatever role it is that you're playing.
Yeah.
Because like there's like historically like men would go work and then we are all under the whip of the man who holds the wallet. And the one who holds the wallet
has the power.
Yay,
that's the other thing. When you're the one making money, you can't be
Maliami.
Yes.
Why today we're having pap. They're like, no, but the kids want the pizza.
No, sometimes they don't even say it out loud. Yeah. Like even in their behavior, like I'm bringing money in here.
Because you know.
When I say one, it's one, it's not three.
And I guess that's one of the biggest reasons why people have like such a big problem with gender roles.
Yeah.
Because if you're gonna have all that pride and ego and like self-centeredness, you make everyone feel like we're under your tyranny.
Yeah.
You know, and even if it's the woman who's making the money and he's staying at home, no matter what combination we have, he works or she works or they both work or whatever, as long as they have that thing like, it's my money, it's me. You know, there's that thing of like, his money is our money,
yes.
my money.
Women generally say, my money is my money and his money is our money. Like a lot of women believe that.
It sounds, it's got a nice rhyme.
People are watching are saying, are agreeing to us, but I don't necessarily agree with that. His money is our money, my money is our money. It's all our money.
It's all our
all
money.
Of it.
It should all be our money, and we shouldn't have selfishness and greed and pride and blah blah blah, and be like, Manji, you were not there when I was working with my boss and because you'll end up like as a woman who's working being just as toxic as the man you grew up under who was working and cheating your mother or whatever. So and then ends up being like just swapping roles. So it's not really that I think is the biggest issue. Yeah. You have to deal with that in your heart.
Yeah, but and then you have people
and then in your heart and then if you're the guy, maybe it's like humility, and be like, yo, father, yo, I'm just going to iron. I'm going to iron, father, yo, I'm going to iron. Jesus, please help me to iron today, and not be like, because you'll be so stressed. You'll be so stressed. So
but then and then there's the women who are like, I can't marry someone who doesn't make this much or that much. Yeah. Can I just play devil's advocate for now? Yeah. Can you just allow those people to want what they want?
No, is this still part of gender roles?
Yes, because some women are like, I need him to make way more than I do. Yeah. If that's not for you as a man, and if you hear that, listen, if you hear that, they don't fight her. That's her preference. Now you have your own preference. So no, if you're not making that much, no, you're not. You're not.
But you know what?
You're not on her list.
I feel like
allow her. Can I finish what I'm saying?
Perfect family. Perfect family.
Please allow me to finish my thought.
Okay.
I'm saying, if she wants a man who makes like X amount of money, yes, allow her, because that's what she wants. Because when you want curves, no one is telling you anything. Yeah. Do I think it's sustainable? No. Because take away the money in the long run, then what do you have? The whole thing falls apart, right? And then there are roles where, say for instance, we're in a car, it's raining, and then we get a flat tire. To be honest, I'm not about to like go out in the rain and change the tire while my husband is next to me. Yeah. So I don't know. What do you think of that?
No, I mean obviously the tire. Like some roles are, if we're going back to the beginning of the time, the Stone Age, or whatever, some roles are allocated based on physical ability, and it's still that way. You know, like these, like the men protects roles. They will never get to a stage where it's like, gender equality, so men, we just say that because we want to see you guys be like Mr. Krabs. When we say, no, you guys go carry the suitcases because equality. We just say that just to see you guys. But the truth is that like we are much stronger, just in general. So it's always going to be that way. I think those roles will never change. But you're one of those ones of like, I want a man who dates what. I think those are rules that only really apply when you are dating and looking. But once you're married, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what. And coming from Zim, it is love on the other side, from the other side of the sides, and then Nah.
It could also be I'm from the other
and
side.
Then you're from the other side.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes,
you're from the other side. So coming from Zim, I mean, those who know how Zim's history and stuff, we've had a couple of total economic collapses, a number, and things can change literally overnight, and you guys can wake up with nothing, and it's a fact. Like,
and if
it's something that we know,
that person having like a lot of money was like there at the top, was the thing that held you guys together.
Yeah. And then things overnight, then, you know, and like, look at COVID now. This is like what COVID now? Like, we've been doing this for like 20 years.
Yeah.
Of like overnight, and then, you know what I'm saying? So, if that's your criteria of like, yeah, there needs to be the money, and then what, when you're married, like, yo, it's like, it's a bit too late. So those are really rules that really apply for dating.
Yeah. And let me just add another thing. I think another thing that we struggled with before we got married, really struggled with, is like you wanting me to do like wifey things.
Yes.
Before
like, you're married.
Before being married.
So let me tell you guys. I would be like, yeah, no.
What? See how he never lets me finish my thought.
Okay, no. Yes, continue.
Yes, but I know he's gonna like complain about what happened. But the point of me telling you this is that I learned that Nka's love language is acts of service.
Yeah.
If you guys know the 5 love languages, no? So he interprets love as cooking for him,
doing things
for him. Like he feels like, oh my gosh, Thabisa loves me.
And that's how I express love back.
That's how you express love. I don't necessarily interpret that as love. Like if you make me tea, if you like cook for me, I'm like, great, I get to drink tea or eat. Like but I don't feel like, oh, you love me. Yeah. You know? So most of the time I'm doing it because that's how he feels loved. So that's another thing. I don't think you're the only man who feels that way.
I know for sure I'm not the only man. Yeah, so that's you cognizant of people's love languages. Because food is food
is a love language for a lot of people.
Yes, and like just make something special, or sometimes not even about making something special. It's just about making something, And some of us are like, also depends on your culture. Like there's some cultures where when guests come, they must be served with something. Yeah. Immediately. And like, so if then now you're now with someone who doesn't like give guests anything, you'll just be like, and then it'll be like, So yeah, that topic of what is permissible when you're married versus dating. Should you do married things when you're dating? Yeah. I feel like this is a video.
It is a video. Yeah. But do you still feel the same? Do you still feel like I should have cooked for you like on a regular when we dated? You feel differently now.
But you know what? Everything.
Yes.
Hindsight is 2020. Yes. Hindsight is 2020. You know what I mean? Like when you look back, it's easy to see what's the right to the wrong decision. But when you're in the moment, bruh, and you're like, yo. And you've been paying for the movie, and do you know how much a movie is, guys? Like, yes, and the popcorn and the what? And
that's the other thing. You guys pay for stuff. You think you you deserve the world after you've paid for dinner.
I'm just saying, like that's what would have happened.
Make that make sense. It's also part of the club culture, from what I've heard. You buy a drink, she must go home with you. Yeah. How? Yeah. How?
I don't know. But you know what? We'll discuss the dating thing in another video. Yeah. Just stay tuned. Yeah.
Tell us what you think in the comments.
Yes. So please. I hope we've answered about gender roles. Yeah. People must just have roles and do them in freedom and love and humility with no pride and no
ego, and have a teachable spirit. If you don't know how to do something, you can learn.
And love each other's love languages and enjoy serving each other and just be happy and joy.
Don't let your wife do everything.
Yes.
She'll be tired and you'll be asking for things at the end of the day and she won't be able to produce or perform.
Yes.
And we all know we cannot compromise that area. So
yes, and
I think that's a motivation for men. If you put that on the table, you'll be motivated to help.
If you put the thing on the
you're like,
no, but the thing is not a weapon. It's a thing.
It's not a weapon. I'm just saying.
But weaponized.
Well, not weaponized. I'm just saying if you need her to come fresh.
Yeah.
Be a team player.
There, but
it's not weaponization. Be a team player if you want her fresh.
Yeah.
You want her to be playing 3 games. And when it's time to play the 4th game, you were sitting watching her play the whole time. How is that fair? How?
It must be fair because
she's been playing 90 minutes. You are just sitting there. When it's time for the last game, she must be fresh. How fair is that?
Yeah, no, I guess.
Yeah. I think you understand because I used soccer again.
Yeah, no, that's the trick. And yes, then finally some roles are just based on the biology of the situation.
Yeah.
So some roles will just be following the man because he's stronger and bigger and whatever.
Yeah.
And some roles will follow the woman because of biology. Like we don't give birth, and some roles. Yeah. I'm not gonna in the middle of the night be like, I'm going to go breastfeed the baby. I'm breastfeeding the baby tonight. No, Gwen, So we can't swap those roles. So yes, I hope we answered someone out there.
Yeah.
And stay tuned.
We hopefully started a conversation.
Yeah. Subscribe, like, share,
comment. Tell us what you think.
Yes, all of. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you so much. Bye.